from the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On play action, Young rolling to his left. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go. Yellow, 22, cover 38.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Off the play fake, Young rolling to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young's throw caught by Toney. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Young. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll try and run here. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And now off to the races down the right side. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Throwing, Young. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Young. He'll get this off to Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Young now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Young to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a back. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
10 cycles. Black shot.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here is Young. Left side to Lamb. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Hot, yellow, 22. Red, cycle.
Now a first down throw for Young. Steps away to his left. That went into the hands of Toney downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set, 45. White, blue striker.
On 1st and 10, Young. Flush to his right. He's got it. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Franco Harris there to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first down throw for Young. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
It's Young on first down. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
First and 10, Young.
A short one there, caught by Likely. He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Looking to throw, Young. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First down, Young. He's got a man, complete. He's on his way. DeAndre Swift, touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 76 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. The Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Young looks to throw on first down. Flushed out right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. On second down, Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Young off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Dancing to his left.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
One more time with Swift. Dances by him. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now Moody for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. Rolling to his right.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Young to throw. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Young. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Moody good with the extra point.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
This is 1st and 10. Now Young.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now Young.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Young to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope it's networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. You should tell her that you love her.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. It's Young off play action. Out to his left. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down is Young. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Young. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It'll be Young again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Down the right sideline, into space at the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Young will set to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Travis Kelsey, 40 yards. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Room past the 35.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Young now from the 50. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Young to throw it. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
4th down, Young. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Beckham will go in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
From the red zone now, Young. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Franco Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Young now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll get this off to Swift. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, set, 50, green.
To the air once more, Young.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Young again. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is indeed good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Young. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Third down, Young from the gun.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. On second down, Young. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Young on first down. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw, Young. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are back within a score. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go. Clock 40. 22 needle.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Off the play fake, Young sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Herbert going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end man zone the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Franco Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
He's into space past the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young. Flushed out right. That is caught by Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Young. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Tony.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He'll look to throw. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's back to throw. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's second down and 3. Here's Franco Harris, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
One last shot for Young. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Can I talk my... Come on! That other side. The Oakley way. Hey. C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game. Never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending, all the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's facts. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars, C5, just incredible. Hunger Flow 2, it's easy. Incredible.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, get a bill, real big problem. Whole lot of priors, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like.
Wait.
You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill, bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from MetLife Stadium.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now here's Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25.
He may go.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kadarius Toney.
66 yards.
And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Starting on the ground with Herbert.
There he goes left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Khalil Herbert,
an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Young's throw there incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Herbert powering up the middle. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 95 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Young on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Young. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Isaiah Likely.
52 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. And this will be caught at the 30.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, 64 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. He put quite quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. A quarterback draw. Here's Young. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Lamb in motion left. Now Young on 4th down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Young. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, Young goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now Young, and with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Young will set to throw.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10, Young. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Flush to his right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Young working out of the gun. And
he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Down the right sideline.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 21.
Extra point try now for Moody.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Guess who made the tackle? Yes, Reggie White. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And Young's throw there incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3rd and long for Young. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Young to throw it.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A handoff for Herbert.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Here's a give to Herbert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, they go back to Herbert.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Harris. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Franco Harris punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Yeah.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's first down.
Young looks to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A second down throw for Young. Flushed out right.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. Third down. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now Young, sliding out of the pocket.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Young here to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Young to throw. Right side, there's Likely with it. Touchdown.